Hello Virgos, and welcome to a Timeless Justice for Virgo reading, where we discuss the topic of justice, however the conversation on this channel would like to be led. Bear in mind, I run two sister channels. This is the channel for Sekhmet. To reach her sister channel of Bastet, feel free to check out the description box below. Bear in mind, you, the listener, may find that these energies may come off as merciful and or merciless to you, with respect, however, to Sekhmet and who and what she is. Bear in mind, it is in true form to the best way that she wants to relay the message. Know that I, 7th, am holding this collective message at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I have set time for, so it's important that you remember, utilize your discernment to take what you like, leave anything with the reading behind that you may not have liked. Virgo, whatever brings you here, however you are affiliated to the terminology and or the latter of the word Virgo is again also in true form to listen out to the storytelling time. And just bear in mind that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. Feminine and masculine energies both have femininity and masculinity. All right. Justice for Virgo reading. I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. I'm a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. All right, Justice for Virgo. Ooh. Devil. The devil energy came out. Wow. All right. I forgot to mention you'll also find different links in the description box below if you would like to find out more information as to who and what I am as 7th. Okay. All right. So we have the devil energy with the 9 of Cups. Old memories seem to be coming back, and they're asking you, your personality, if these are coming back for a reason. Like, is there something left to explore? Is there something left to find out? Is there something not over? Only you will know. Only you will know. All right, we have the 9 of Cups with the Ace of Swords and the Hermit energy. All right, what it means to battle internalness is not void of being a situation that someone else can't relate to. A lot of people feel lonely. I think it's the consequence of being in the one body that you own and no other carbon footprint available, unless you consider cloning. Insert conspiracy theories. But how ironic that emotions is the emergency 411 as to what we and who we are, which as a healer, I'm adamant to let people know, fuck emotions. I will trigger the shit out of that with a lot of emotion to get to the point, to get to my point. The emotional part of ourselves is an extra part to the human experience. It's not just the human experience. You have a physical experience, you have a spiritual experience, and you also have an emotional experience. All that is in one. It's a one all-encompassing kind of package deal. You can dissect it, you can entertain one, assign yourself to one, and go off to the races and have a very fulfilled life. And the irony behind that is because choosing one is choosing all. However, there is a part in life, not everyone, but a majority of people, and I think in the collective onlook to the ongoing war zones and cries that are still out there, that there is a depravity to having emotions. There is consequences to emotions, all right? And the consequences is life. Think about that. The thing that you think is, the thing that you may think is life, emotions, is in charge for a lot of the consequences of what takes away life. So it makes it a flaw to say that the emotion is part of life when the emotionality also gets rid of it. So, why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this to let the people know that to have sensitivity is the most beautiful thing of yourself. Even if it means you're very angry or you anger easily, it is a beauty. There shall be someone looking at you and like, I love how you anger. I love how you do anger. I love how you do sad. I love how you do frustration. I love how you do childish. I love how you do maturity. I love how you... These are all personalities that we're all equally fucking guilty of. We might have different intentions. But emotions is not the answer. Emotions is part of the answer. It is not the logic. Reaching the logic, that's emotional intelligence. That's different. And you're here reaping the rewards of that. Whatever that can fucking mean, because it doesn't feel like rewards, right? It doesn't. But there is a reward, because what you're realizing, if you haven't realized this for a while, Virgo, you're fucking it up. You're doing it, do. You're doing it the way that it should be done. I'm going to put it that way. Okay? A lot of tarot readers love reading for Virgo. Because there's a part of it where you're just like, I get it. Give me more. I get it. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I don't know where this came from. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. Like you're doing the shit. All right, doing the do. That was Leo's reading, but you're doing the do. You are literally doing the do, and you don't know that you're doing the doing. You're doing the doing, the doing, the doing, the doing. Now I'm getting very silly. I triggered the shit of all my personalities, and as you should too. And you should be in a safe space, starting with your skin, to explore all that. And you should enter that safe space knowing you can leave it grounded, because you are grounded already. You're a full body. You're in your skin. You're living and breathing. That's a great place to start. That being in your body is grounded. Moving internal emotions, that can also occur. So some of you, you're doing it. Like, don't say you're not, because you are. And if you're going to ask me what, I don't know. You're just doing it. All right. Ooh, you're tired too. A lot of people are tired, man. They're tired. All right, Three of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you have been hurt in realizing how people are shit when it comes to saying that they're going to be there for you, but really they're not. They're emotionally and spiritually kind of gaslighting you because they don't have time. They don't want to make time. And you're absolutely different from that. You will show up exactly where someone didn't even know they needed you. And that just makes you different. And that's what I'm trying to hint at, where you do and to do, the service part of in you, the shit that makes you Virgo. That's where you're doing the do, where a lot of people can be like, if you only had some of the resources of what it took to be this Virgo bubble, you'd understand a lot more. And I'm not saying that to gratify Virgo, but the engine of what Virgo is, the engine of possibility of the thought. That's the best way I can explain it. Because Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Spitting cards out, spitting. All right, we have the Fool with the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. I mean, being your authentic all personalities in a safe space, starting with yourself. If you need to talk out loud, then talk out loud. If you need to look all silly, jibe jiggy with it, then do that. Some of you are also struggling with like authenticity on a social platform. Like there's a personality that you are on a social platform, and there's another personality, of course, naturally, that is off the platform, but you're realizing the personality off the platform is the true you. And you're a bit stuck on how to intertwine that true you with and onto your platform, because some of you are in fear that you're going to lose your followers. I mean, I hope that's not the fucking case. I hope your life of anxiety and culpability of what it means to accept you is not in the bubble of this chaotic shit of how many followers I'm going to appease or not. That's number likability, not minds. Dangerous society, huh? To base off a situation based off like, and then wonder if they liked me enough with your likes and check marks of hearts and shit like that. If I'm in danger, are you gonna help me out? Or you're gonna take that snapshot for the next fucking like while I'm in danger? Some of y'all are guilty of. Not everyone, but a lot. Oh, Jesus. All right, Six of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. 2026 is about really listening to your emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies. And being loyal to that shit. And riding the storms of that. And then relating to anything outside of that. That's your ability to show up for work, your ability to show up for a person, your ability to be available, to even send out a text or a goddamn email. There are going to be more moments, I think, where you're going to be like, I'm going to hold off. Because I think the act of stepping into duty is more of an ego concern rather than a soul-nourishing move. And I think you're going to learn how people can easily drain you with how available you are for them, and they're not available for you. And that is slowly being made aware by you, but in a way that it doesn't trigger more trauma, but more maturity and more groundedness and more growth for your next tribe, if necessary, for the next person that will accept you. Because a lot of people forget that if you're very if you're very magnetic and you're a very powerful soul, the influence you have is asked to be spread out everywhere. And if you find yourself stuck in a world where you're like out of place, some people think that it's God that puts you in that place, right? God knows exactly why you are where you are. And if you believe that and you have faith to live in that groundedness and that sense of security, more power to you. And it gives you that permission to understand, hopefully, that wherever you are is temporary. And may you remember that. May you remember that there are people who require you to experience you in their lifetime, but you're not meant to experience them. There's a difference. There's a difference between others experiencing you and you not experiencing them. And learning that, I think, will help you better understand why certain decisions and certain relationships and certain successes of yourself are what they are. And that's it. I'm leaving it at that. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.